What's up everyone, it's Kelly here with Summit Healthcare, bringing you a fun new challenging workout. Today's workout is a balance and cardio circuit workout. The only equipment you'll need is a chair. Today's workout is going to challenge us with our balance, and exercises can be done standing and or modified seated. Please ensure you have a safe environment, whether that's a chair you can hold onto or a countertop that you feel safe and comfortable if you're gonna do these standing exercises. All the exercises we do have modifications, so you're able to make them more challenging and or a little bit less advanced. Let's get started with the warm-up. Sitting nice and tall in your chair, begin with deep breathing. On your inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the arms back down to your side. Inhale, raise the arms overhead, lifting the chest, getting as much air as you can in your lungs, and exhale, squeezing all the air out, including squeezing your abs. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, lower down. Good. Continue for 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Our next exercise is neck range of motion. Sitting nice and tall, look over the shoulder, left to right, coming back to center nice and slow. Match your breath, inhaling as you look over one shoulder and exhale as you look over the other shoulder. Take this stretch nice and slow. Our next warm-up exercise is neck circles. Simply tilt your ear over towards your shoulder, circling the neck down and around over to the other side. Nice and slow, going back and forth, stretching the cervical spine, tucking that chin, and getting a good stretch. Going side to side here a few more times. Next, let's move to the shoulders. Rolling the shoulders up, down, and back in a nice big motion, matching the breath. Inhale and exhale. Next, let's do a spinal rotation. Bring the hands up towards the ears, elbows out to the side. Sitting nice and tall, take a breath in, and as you exhale, rotate to one side. Inhale back to center, and exhale, rotate to the other side. Inhale, center, exhale, side. Inhale, center, exhale, side. Continue for a couple more rotations. Coming back to center, place your hands on your hips and circle the upper body around, squeezing your glutes to stay steady in the chair. Complete 3 to 5 circles each direction. Make sure you're maintaining a nice, long, neutral spine and rotating the upper body from the hip bones. Maintain your normal, natural breath. Our last warm-up exercise is ankle circles. Raise the right leg up and circle the ankle 5 times going one direction, and then 5 times the other direction. Lifting the other leg up, rotate the ankle 5 times internally, and then 5 times externally. So 10 total ankle circles each side. Now that we're warmed up, let's get ready for the workout. Our first exercise is a single leg hold. You can do this seated or standing. Sitting nice and tall, you'll raise the left leg and you'll hold, squeezing your abs. We're gonna go for 30 seconds. Ready and begin. Make sure to squeeze your core sitting up nice and tall, maintaining a natural breath. Inhale through the nose, if you can, and exhale through the mouth. With every exhale, make sure you're squeezing your core, keeping it tight throughout the entire time. If you feel your knee lowering down, make sure you lift it back up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Lifting the other leg up, you can do this seated or standing. Let's get ready. Lift your leg and hold 30 seconds. Make sure to breathe naturally. Squeeze your core and sit up nice and tall throughout the entire movement. As a modification, at any point, feel free to lower your leg back down to the floor and pick right back up when you're ready. Keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. For our next exercise, we're going to go into our cardio burst. Here we're going to do a unilateral reach. As I step one leg out to the side, that same side arm is reaching across, making a line. We'll go for 30 seconds. Step and reach. Step and reach. Good, you've got it. Breathe your natural breath here. If you're unable to reach your hip out to the side, just tap that leg to the front. Squeeze your core as you twist that upper body slightly, leaning from side to side. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going back to the single leg hold, but we are going to push ourselves for a minute. Raising that leg up, squeezing your abs, and we're holding. This workout is going to be super challenging, so if at any point you need to pause the video or take a break, please do so. Keep breathing, keep holding, and squeezing those abs. If at any point you need to lower the leg down, go ahead and tap the heel down and lift right back up when you're ready. Push yourself here, we're almost there. Just 10 seconds left. Keep holding, keep that leg up, up, up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Yep, you guessed it. Time for the other leg. Lift it up and begin. Repeating that cardio burst for the unilateral reaches for 1 minute. Step and reach, step and reach. Maintain your natural normal breath here. To increase the cardio component, take the move a little bit quicker. And as needed, modify it and slow it down. Our next balance exercise is a leg extension. Extend from the knee so the leg is out in front, sitting up nice and tall, squeezing the core. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. And begin. Sitting up tall, squeezing that tummy, breathing your natural breath. Extend the other leg out in front and begin. Squeeze your core, sitting up nice and tall, maintaining that natural breath. Keep holding. For our cardio burst here, we're going to do partial sit to stands. Make sure your feet are just under your knees, your hands rested firmly on your chair, and your elbows are bowing back to the back wall, not out to the sides. This is going to help engage the triceps. We're going to go for 30 seconds. Ready and begin. Good. For our next exercise, we are going to stand. So if you're unable to stand, no problem. You'll follow along seated. Our next exercise is a standing single leg hold, squeezing the core. We're going to hold for 30 seconds each leg, do our cardio burst, and then hold again for 60 seconds. If you're unable to hold the entire time, just tap that foot down as I did, and then pick it right back up when you're ready. Get set and hold. Squeeze your core, standing up nice and tall. And to help with balance, be sure to find a focal point to look ahead and hold your gaze the entire time. For our cardio burst, we're going to do complete sit to stands. If you're unable to do full sit to stands, continue doing the partial sit to stands or marching in place. We're going to go for 30 seconds. Ready and begin. Our next balance exercise will be done standing unless you'd like to follow along seated. A single leg march here, meaning we're going to stand nice and tall with a soft bend in our knees, keeping that base leg strong. We're going to lift one leg up at a time. So here we're going to do 10 marches on each side. If you would like to follow along seated, it looks simply like this. Choose whether you'd like to follow along seated or standing, and let's begin. 10 marches on each side, staying on the same side. Lift, squeezing the quads and your hip flexors and your core. To challenge your balance, loosen your grip on your chair, or hover the hand for an even greater challenge. Good. Let's repeat for the other side. Remember, you can follow along seated or standing. If you are following along seated, extending one leg out in front and then lifting that other leg up using your quads, hip flexors, and ab muscles. If you're following along standing, go ahead and get into position, get ready, and begin. We're going to do 10 marches on the same leg. For our cardio bursts, we're going to do marching, where we're alternating lifting one leg and then the other. You can use the chair to hold onto for balance. If you're able to, you can use the arms as you would in a runner's stance, squeezing the biceps. If you're going to follow along seated, you'll simply be sitting nice and tall in your chair, marching in place. Choose whether you'll be seated or standing, and go ahead and get into position. We're going to do 20 marches total, 10 each side. Ready and begin. Our next exercise is step backs. If you are standing for this exercise, you're going to keep a soft bend in your base leg, stepping back, squeezing your glutes with the leg that we're working, using the chair as needed for balance. See how my base leg, the knee is softly bent as I extend from the hip, squeezing that glute as I kick back the other leg. If you're doing this seated, simply extend a leg, hinging forward from the hips, holding onto that chair and kicking that heel back under the chair. This should help activate the hamstrings and the glutes. Get into position and begin. We're going to do 10 step backs each leg. Great job, everyone. Let's go ahead and cool down. Start by sitting nice and tall in your chair. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, push the air away from you. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. This will help slow down the heart rate from our awesome, intense workout. Good, make the breath nice and slow. Inhaling, arms overhead. Slowing the breath, taking a long exhale. Next, let's go over into a side bend here. Reaching an arm overhead, taking 3 to 5 deep breaths here. Be sure not to push the arm down onto your face so that way you're clenching the neck. Keep a nice, long, open, neutral position. Reach the other arm overhead, keeping the neck soft. Taking in some slow, deep breaths. For our seated quad stretch, if you are able, you'll scoot your hips over to the middle or side of your chair, stretching one leg back behind the body so that way we can open up those hip flexors. For an added deeper stretch, you can raise the arm overhead. Be sure to hold onto the chair and stay steady so you don't tip over from side to side. General rule of thumb is to take 5 deep breaths or count to 10 for each stretch. Coming back to center and over to the other side, let's stretch the other quad. Reach those toes back to open up the hips and bring the arm overhead for a deeper stretch. Be sure you got about 5 deep breaths here or count it to 10 before coming back to center. For our last stretch, take both heels out in front for a hamstring stretch. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, forward fold, keeping that chest lifted. By keeping a long, neutral spine and a lifted chest, you're able to get a deeper stretch into the back of the legs. Stay here for 5 breaths. With every exhale, get a little bit deeper into that stretch. And finally, forward fold over those legs, allowing your head, neck, and shoulders to relax. When you're ready, walk the hands back up, sitting nice and comfortable in your chair. Nice job. Nice work today, everyone. You all looked amazing. It's so important to continue working on our balance, even though we're not able to fully leave our apartments, because falls typically happen inside the home. So I want to encourage you to keep working on these balance exercises at home while maintaining a safe environment. I want to leave you with one last little tip of the day. Remember this, a body in motion stays in motion. You guys have the luxury of getting me on your TV screen, and so I encourage you to keep doing these exercises, keep doing the workouts, do as much or as little as you can, but keep moving and encourage your friends to do the same. Don't forget, I'm offering over the phone personal training. Contact the front desk for more information.